Justin Hume joins us on What's Next. He's the Vice President of Mobile Experience at Samsung South Africa. And there's only one word on everyone's lips at the moment. It's S23, the newly launched flagship product from Samsung. And, if you look at the heritage of this particular device, it just gets better and better and better. And the camera, I'm excited to play with. Firstly, Justin, how are you? And compliments of the season to you.
Aki, great to be with you. And it's the first time we're chatting this year, so exciting times. Can you imagine we're kicking off the year with such a flagship launch? And as you say, the S23 has got everything on it there. It's an improvement in the camera capability, it's an improvement on the processor, the battery. We're excited, and I think this is really going to be a phone to get your hands on.
Well, absolutely. And Samsung is certainly one of the brands that listens to what the consumers want. And we've seen that over the years. It's become a phone that can be used for virtually everything. And the camera quality has been absolutely insane. And the actual, for me, what's amazing is the built-in AI that improves the photographs that you actually take. And of course, the quality of the lenses that you've got and the processor, all of those go hand in hand. But what are some of the trends in the market, and what does Samsung see, and how does Samsung's Galaxy S23 answer to the consumer requirements that people are talking about?
Yeah, okay. I think we're in a situation right now where there's been a lot of macroeconomic pressures, geopolitical pressures, and the like, and that's had quite a material impact on the mobile phone market. But globally, I'm talking about. South Africa, however, is always the exception to the rule in many ways, and we see this premium segment of the handset and device market continue to thrive, continue to grow. And I think there's a couple of reasons for it, but one of those things is that as South Africans, we're very quick technology adopters. We obviously on mobile phones, we like to get the latest from a camera perspective, the latest in connectivity and so forth. So that's worked really well for us. We're seeing, and we believe that will continue to grow through this year. But from a usage perspective, without doubt, camera technology is a must, but also gaming. Gaming is particularly on the 5G platforms, and also Wi-Fi in the home and these type of things. There's such a demand for mobile gaming to be strengthened, and I believe with the S23 we answer that, and hopefully we get to chat a little bit later about the processing capability and those type of things on the device. But we do see them. A definite requirement from our customers asking for a device that is capable of making the most of this 5G environment.
Well, look, I want to talk about that processor, because the processor on the S23 is seriously wow. And when you talk about the complexity of gaming that we talk about today, you do need that processing power with the 5G speed and the right latency, etc. Now, we've just been introduced to the Samsung Galaxy S23, which promises to be a great series of devices that will take the brand forward. So what does this all mean for the brand and the Samsung brand, and particularly the mobile experience division?
So, we talk about the Galaxy Foundation in many ways, and we believe in an openness of architecture. So it's about an open connectivity, open collaboration, and open innovation. And so in this product, we have worked with some of the very best from an internal perspective, our R&D environments, but at the same time working with, if we come back to the processor, a partner like Qualcomm to develop the next generation processing capability. And on top of that, with the likes of Google and Microsoft. So you see deep integration of this product across almost all your electronic communication tools and so forth. But the other part of also open connectivity is within the Samsung stable. So we've spoken for a number of years about our platform called SmartThings, but today SmartThings brings calm to this connected world. I don't have to work at connecting my different devices. It does so seamlessly. Whether I'm controlling my air conditioner, my washing machine, or then extending it, as many of us have, in terms of controlling my energy consumption through our inverters and that at home these days. These are the type of things that we're working on to ensure that connected environment. And obviously the Samsung brand brings behind that that trusted element of, what we're proposing that we would put forward to the consumer is what they actually get as an experience.
Amazing stuff. I mean, you touched on some of the connected devices. I mean, I was just talking to you earlier. I was at CES this year, and I went to visit the Samsung stand, and they had this incredible house that you walk through, and kind of everything is connected. The aircon, the washing machine, and this is the world that we're living in today. And when you look at that, you've got to ask yourself, this is certainly where we're going. Where is the smartphone tech leading us? Sometimes you think, oh, we've reached the ceiling, and then Samsung pushes the boundaries even further. So where is it all going?
Exactly. We keep pushing. We're relentless pioneers, if I can use that term. And where we're seeing, well, firstly, you commented on it earlier on, we're listening to the consumers that are the users of our products and kind of understanding, what would they like to be doing with it, and we're trying to bring that into the technology. But secondly, I see a huge growth taking place around artificial intelligence, so AI-based learning coming into the mix. So no longer, well, let me use this example. With our Bixby AI engine, using smart things, I say, okay, Bixby, put my air conditioner on. AI tells me that, great, I will do it. But hey, Justin, you've got your windows open. You're going to be inefficient of using your air conditioner. How about the windows get closed and then we put the air conditioner on? That's a very simple example, but there's a contextual awareness. There's an understanding that AI is not only doing what I say, but giving me back information and helping me solve for a problem that I had in that space. So I think between machine-based learning, artificial intelligence, these are technologies that are coming into our lives generally, but very much so through the power and the processing capability that we find on board the handset. The other big trend that we're focusing on at the moment is security and privacy. Often these have been two different things in the mobile environment, and we believe they need to come together. And so your data protection, your control over content that you're publishing needs to rest with you. And Galaxy S23 gives that power to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, security is very, very important. I mean, we hear of so many dangers that are out there on the internet, and it's critical that your data is secure. The term eco-conscious customer is one term that comes up over and over, especially the world that we're living in today. How does the new Galaxy S23 cater for the eco-conscious consumer? Have you looked at that?
Actually, it's a massive trend, and in fact, I shouldn't even use the word trend. I think it's a massive importance that takes place. And so, through the device, we're already at 100% recycled packaging. We've reduced the packaging by about 58%. We're saving something like 44,000 trees just in the packaging alone. But we spoke last year about our recycling initiative of using ocean-bound plastics, the fishing nets that are discarded. With S23, we're taking out about 15 tons of discarded fishing nets and repurposing and breaking those nets down into their core components and recycling those to create buttons and that are used in the S Pen, in the volume keys and these type of things. Even the glass, which is Gorilla Glass Victus 2, so the toughest glass that you can get on a mobile device. 22% of that is made from recycled products. So you've got the strength of it, the flexibility of the glass, and you're sustainable. And I think the approach that we've taken is that there should not be a distinction between sustainability and viability or usage of the product. We've made sure that there's zero compromise by having a sustainable product. And for me, that's great business. I think it's great for the customers who are out there and are looking to say, hey, the products that I buy matter to me and matter in this circular environment and economy that we live in right now.
Oh, that's great to hear. That's great to hear. Well, let's talk about the tech in this phone. I mean, you were talking about the processor and how important the gaming is. And I want you to tell me about this incredible camera that you've got under the hood of the Galaxy S23, amongst other things, all working together with this wow processor that you have. And obviously, we talk about gaming, but it's not just focused on gamers. I mean, you need the processing power today when you're working remotely and you're opening various applications simultaneously, and the dual screen, and I mean all the stuff that the Galaxy S23 can do. You need a strong processor.
Exactly. So we think about the gaming, right? And we've got a technology called that's now coming to the fore called ray tracing. That means that when you're running around and in maybe like a first-person shooter game, the angles of light mimic that of real life. So you get this very immersive experience. This is a technology that you find on these high-end gaming computers, and I suppose it's one of the things you've got to experience. But gaming is just a small part of this. As you say, when you're on a Google Meets environment, perhaps, and the like, we're now able to ensure that there's true collaboration of the articles, of the content that we're working on through the device. There's so much improved rendering of the images that come through on the video conference call and so forth. So these are all things that are driven by the processor. At the same time, it is so much more efficient. So we're able to, from the same battery, get 30% more processing power out of the CPU. So that's just some remarkable achievements with it.
Sure.
And again, we've partnered in the openness of this development with Qualcomm to create this chipset exclusively for Galaxy. Behind that, it powers as well this incredible, on the Galaxy S23 Ultra, this incredible 200 megapixel camera. And you think about the S22 that we launched last year, stated as having the best camera on a mobile device, and that was 108 megapixels. We're now at 200 megapixels there.
That's insane.
And it is. And people have asked me about it, like, well, does it matter? To quote a famous ad that's out on TV at the moment. And the answer is yes, it matters. Just one example is we take an image of a person, and our hair, right, is fine, and perhaps there's somebody who's got facial hair, and the cameras typically distort that. They create a blurred environment. This will give you ultimate precision detail coming through. And we then combine it with AR stereo depth mapping and the like, and we create these images that are very clear between the foreground and the background. We can even now take an image of, we call it astrophoto. We can take an incredible image of the night sky. And, typically when you take that image, you would see, like, the stars would be like kind of grayish little round dots. Here we get them in all their brilliance. We can take that into hyperlapse type of photography. This type of things that you would only see on the very, very best DSLR cameras through a true professional photographer. These are the things that the camera is now capable of portraying.
And yes, you're quite right. It does matter. And when you compare photographs that you took with a phone, a couple of years ago to where we're going today, and you can distinctly see the difference in quality. Of course, it matters. I mean, those are the precious memories that you have. So you want the best quality.
100%. And just out of interest, we now have the ability through that AI as well to digitally remaster those photographs that you took on your previous cameras. So we can bring them up into an unbelievable quality to match the photographs that you're now going to take on the Galaxy S23.
That's amazing. So when you transfer from one phone to another, the photos that were on your previous phone, the new phone will digitally make them better.
Well, yes, you have that choice, right? So you can go into your gallery and you can basically do a digital remaster of certain images that you've taken. So if you've been with Samsung since maybe your Galaxy S3 days or S6 days, and you got some of those images, I can take it of my young son where I took maybe not some great shots over the years, but I can go back and apply it, and I can get that contrast, the vividness of the pictures. we can go back in and create a really new curated set of images. And to me, it's just amazing.
Ah, amazing, amazing stuff. Well, listen, now we're giving our age away when you say S2, S3, S1. I actually found mine the other day, and I powered it up, and the battery's still good to go. And this is the thing, when you're using a quality premium product like Samsung, you know that you're getting a battery that is of premium quality. That's not going to deteriorate rapidly over time, and you're getting premium screen, you're getting really, really good, well-manufactured parts in that particular device. Justin, super exciting. The big question is, when will it be in stores? And I know that Samsung normally has some great deals available when you get a new device. Will there be any wow deals, any great deals with the new devices, and when will they be available?
So we always offer our loyal customers a great deal in the pre-order phase. So on shelf date is the 24th of February, so not too far away. Pre-orders start as at the 2nd of Feb, so right now. And we are offering the customers who do pre-order and buy within the month of February not only the S23, which, just to take a step back, the standard product comes with a memory variant, the 256 gigabyte memory variant. But because we know you're going to be taking some incredible photographs and the like, we are automatically upgrading you for free to the 512 gigabyte memory product. So that's a great win. And then because we know how important the broader ecosystem is, between working on your handsets, or working on your phone and the tablets and the computer and the like. We're also bundling it with the Tab S6 Lite product that's valued at just on 7,000 Rand as well. So I think all round, it's an incredible offer for customers who upgrade to the Galaxy S23 in the month of February.
Wow, that's a really, really good deal. So opening as of now, so pre-order now, and then you said 24 Feb, right?
24 Feb is on shelf date, yes.
Fantastic. Hey, Justin, it's always good to chat to you, and I just absolutely love your enthusiasm and passion for such a great product, and sharing with us those details of the brand new Galaxy S23. Before we go, I want to ask you, what's your favorite feature on the phone?
I think the camera would be the obvious one, right? But I'm going to take a step out of that. I'm loving the new interface with what we call One UI 5, and this is 5.1. It is so intuitive. I've got so much ability to customize where I stack my widgets, how I create my lock screen and the like. And again, One UI enables things like that digital photo remaster and the like. So it's just made the phone unbelievably intuitive, easy to use, that I almost don't worry about what the processing capability is behind it or what the camera quality is going to be, because I know simply it is going to be excellent in the way it is delivered to me on the screen. So that interface would certainly be my vote.
Well, certainly one of many features to look forward to in the brand new Samsung Galaxy S23. Get your hands on it and get it early. As you heard Justin saying, there are great deals if you do that ahead of time. So pre-order now. Justin Hume, Vice President of Mobile Experience at Samsung South Africa, thank you so much for joining us on What's Next.
Thanks, Aki. It's been great to chat with you. Cheers.
Thank you. Thanks, Justin.